Hi guys, Steven's Garage here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace the rear door panels in your 1997 to 2001 Jeep Cherokee XJ. A couple things you're going to need today: flathead screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, a bag of these door panel fasteners, retention clips, as well as one of these. This isn't required, however it makes the job much easier, especially if you plan on doing all four doors. So to start, go on ahead and take your Phillips screwdriver, and there's a screws here, here, and one up here in this door handle. Now that you've got those screws out, you're gonna wanna take this tool here, kind of find a spot where it's a little bit loose. You can see this door clip's probably broken because I was able to just slide that right in. You're just gonna wanna pry up. And it looks like a lot of my door clips are already broken on this door panel, so it just pops off very easily, and I'd say I only had one clip holding on there. So you really just want to go around the door, kind of pop it up. If your clips are like mine, it's obviously very easy. Most of the factory clips by now are just destroyed, and that's why we're going to be replacing those today. So now that you've got those door clips popped out, you're going to want to go on ahead and take your door. Make sure you can go like this, fully away from the door. There's a big space there. That's how you'll know you've got them all. So now you're going to want to go on and take your door panel and just kind of go gentle. You don't want to break the handle mechanism or the lock mechanism. Just kind of go gentle and go up with it. So you're going up, and you will see here, bring you guys over here, there's a channel here that the door panel sits in. There's a little lip on the back of the door panels that sits in there. You're really just popping it out of there, and now the whole door panel is loose. I'll show you guys the next step here as well. So these rods here, I don't know how well you guys can see up to here, but they clip onto the door here. And I'll show you guys once I've got it pulled off what you have to do. But that's going to be our next step, is taking out these two rods from the door panel, as well as the window switch back over there. So now I've got the door panel off. You can see these rods here will hook into the handle, and I'll show you guys the handle right here in a second. And this connector here, all you're going to want to do, take this connector and push down there. You can see it moving slightly. Push down there and just pull it back out of the door. So we're over here at the old doors, and you can see my door panel clips broken, intact, broken, and broken down there. So that's why it's super easy to pull off. And this is what I was kind of showing you guys over there, those rods. So the rod is going to go into the slot right there. Right here, it's going to go into that slot. And then it's going to clip. This clip goes onto there. So what you need to do is, with the door panel on the car, just pop that clip off and push that rod down. And then for the door handle, it's actually reversed. So the rod's going to go down into there, and then that will be clipped on it. So you just need to unclip that and pull the rod out of the door handle. And if you guys don't already know, I'll show you while I'm here. This is why I'm upgrading. I'm going to a limited door card. All the difference is on the rears is that little wood strip there compared to a sport door panel. All right, so to replace these door clips here, you're really going to just want to get behind it. Let me zoom in for you guys to kind of show you a little bit better. Just go on ahead and get behind it like this, like that right there, and just push it out. It's not very difficult. It doesn't take a lot of force. Now that is with this specific tool. You can use the flathead, which is why I say it's required, and that is, this tool is a optional upgrade from the flathead. But so really, just go on ahead and get behind it. And this is kind of a bad one to show you guys on because it's got a little lip behind it. But so you're going to want to get behind it. And what I do is I go like this, and then I just kind of tap it out. And like I was saying, this one has a little bit of a lip, so it's a little bit more difficult. But it will just pop out just like that. And so you can see the difference here between the broken and the good ones, and that's why it's not holding. So this is the door panel that I took out, so I'm not going to do all of these, but I will show you guys the replacement door fasteners. You're just going to want to go on ahead, take that part and go under the lip. So what I mean by that is they're slotted, right? So you need to take that part there, go on ahead and slot just the bottom one under it and just push it in. Now these ones I have go in fairly easily. The OEM style replacements, the black ones that I pulled out of here, those can be a little bit harder to push in. I just go on ahead and take this tool and go on the side of it and kind of tap it into place. I find it very easy when you tap it in rather than trying to, push it. You can do it, but then typically you'll just go way over it, and it's a lot easier just tapping it in. All right, so I already replaced them all on the limited door card that I'm throwing in. You can see there's 6 on the back here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And so if you need to reuse or replace your window switch while you're at this point, all you're gonna wanna do is take this Phillips screw out. I'm not going to do that since I don't need to. Take this Phillips screw out, and this window switch should just fall right out of place. So back at the Jeep, you want to make sure that these are in good shape. If they're not, these parts are replaceable. However, the actual tabs, these kind of triangle swivel pieces are not replaceable, but the little hooks are. So you're going to want to inspect those, make sure they're in good shape, not broken or anything. And so this is kind of what I was trying to say to you guys, is this is the locking one. You just want to go on ahead and take it, line it up right, and it should just slot up there. It's a little hard to try and get this angle for you guys, but it should just slot right in. It did. You can see it sticking up the top. And then you just go on ahead and take your latch there and clip it in. So now that is locked in, and do the same thing for the bottom one, as well as plug in your window switch. Now that you've got your window switch plugged in and your 2 rods in their correct locations, now is a great time to go on ahead and test your rear window switch to make sure it's working properly. As you can see, it is. No problem. So now that you've done that, something I should have showed you guys is there is a peg. It's kind of going to be hard to see at this camera angle. It's a little bit too much. But so there is a peg. You can see it right here. This peg will line up with a hole on the door. There's one here, as well as there's one right here. So there's just little holes on the door that these have to line up with. If they do not line up, then it's not going to work. And so putting the door back on, it's as simple as lining it up with the slot. Kind of give it some taps to go down in there. You can see it's fully seated now. And those pegs should line up, no problem. But so then you just go on ahead and kind of tap your door back in. With these door clips that I have, they're a little bit stiffer, so I kind of have to hit them pretty good to fully seat them. Okay, my door's fully seated. Now it's fully seated. You can feel these door clips have a little bit of a gap where the factory ones wouldn't have on the door, but honestly, for the price that I paid for them, I'm happy. They're very hard to pull out, so that's good. But now that we've got all of our door clips clipped in, we're gonna go on ahead and replace that Phillips head screw there first, and then do these 2 second. So now that we've got those screws back in, the last thing to do is test your door out. So your lock here, you should hear a nice thud over in this area. You'll hear the lock engaging. Sounds great. Your door handle, go on ahead and just give it a couple pulls before you shut your door. And pull it back open, and it works no problem from outside. Now I'm gonna go on ahead and go to the other side and test it from the inside. So now I'm on the inside, just gonna reach over, and it works no problem. All right, so this process is the same on both sides of the rear doors. The fronts are a little bit different. If you need, I have a video showing you how to replace the front door panels as well as the window switches in those door panels. However, if you guys found this video helpful, go ahead and leave a like and go on ahead and subscribe. I've got much more XJ content planned. Thanks for watching.